Good morning, everyone, to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Titles, social media marketing strategist and educator, bringing you Marketing Matters every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And today we are going to cover the 7 levels of communication. For those of you that are just hopping on, I was mentioning our YouTube channel and where you can find different topics and videos. Those are going to be under our playlist. And then you'll click on Marketing Matters. So all of our videos, you'll go to the Landmark Title Assurance Agency YouTube channel, and then under playlists. Now, there are a couple of channels out there that's our Landmark Title, but Landmark Title Assurance Agency is going to be your best bet. And then you'll go to playlists and you should see over about 90 of our Marketing Matters. Later, if you stay on, I'll go ahead and I'll put that information into the chat, question and answer. And I can also just go ahead and have your business development manager send you the link for those. But what we're talking about today, 7 levels of communication. This is 7 levels of communication by Michael Maher. As you can see, I've got a copy of my book right here. This is my favorite book on real estate marketing, hands down. This is an amazing book that I was introduced to back in 2017 when I got into the business. And the techniques that are explained and developed within this book are exactly what I saw top producing agents, top producing team leaders implementing in their business in 2017, 18, and 19, before we kind of had that pandemic market shift. And now, guess what? Our market is shifting back to that very similar time. Interest rates are about the same as they were in 2017. Inventory rates, the same as 2017. Prices, a little bit more. It's not exactly an identical market, but hey, this is what happens with real estate, right? It builds equity and it builds value. So it's really important now more than ever, especially after 2 years of our snatch and grab type of market, that we look back into some of the old school techniques for marketing. And really the foundation of all top producers, and they'll all tell you this, agents that have been in the industry for years and years and years, they will tell you that their businesses are all relationship based. So that's really the focus. If you are, if you've just been transactional agent for the last couple of years, you really need to dive in to your database. You need to see who has been a good relationship partner for you. And you need to go out there and you need to start building new relationship partners. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we'll start with step number 1. Here we go. Identifying your top 12. And it could be, your top 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like 12 because Jesus had 12 apostles. So think about it kind of like that. So let's talk about picking our 12 people. How are we going to go ahead and identify the top 12 people that will be most likely to refer you business? Let's think about the following criteria. And obviously I could do this presentation for like an hour, 2 hours, but we are condensing it into about 30 minutes. So this will be very, kind of an overview of what the basics are in the 7 levels of communication. So when you're thinking about your top 12 people, think about, do you have something to offer them other than your real estate services? Building relationships is more about what can I do for you transactionally and what can you do for me transactionally. Think about how socially active they are. Your best referral partners are going to be people with a large sphere, not a small one. How much rapport do you have with them? Do you get along with them? That's a pretty big, thing to consider. Do you travel in similar circles? Do you travel in similar spheres? Are the people within their sphere? If you have rapport with this person, odds are good you'll have rapport with people within their sphere. You will eventually be offering them a job. Will they take it? Think about this as an employer type of relationship. Very important too. Do they like you? I mean, if they don't like you on a personal note, they're probably not going to refer business to you. Have they had a positive experience with you? A lot of times, obviously, if you're pulling on clients, they had a great experience with you, or you probably wouldn't be considering them to be one of your brand ambassadors. But it doesn't necessarily need to be a past client. Some of the best referral partners out there are people that you've never done a deal with, and you may never do a deal with, but they know people that they can send your way. The second thing, and this is really the biggest highlighter in the seven levels of communication, is the power meet. So this is a power meetup. This is when you take time out of your day and your marketing budget to meet with them. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, happy hour. Figure out what works best for you, which works best for your schedule, what works best for them and their schedule, and schedule it down. Make it happen. And like I said, make this part of your marketing budget. It takes money to make money. So spending it on a referral partner or a brand ambassador, you really can't spend your marketing dollars in a better way than building relationships. And then the first power meetup, don't make it about business. Make it about themselves. What's going on in their business, in their personal lives? See if you can find out more about them. It doesn't even have to come back to real estate. In fact, the first meetup, try and make it a goal to not sit down and talk about real estate. Now, obviously, if they have questions about real estate and you're the real estate expert in their lives, yes, obviously the conversation can go that direction, but don't drive it that way. Let them drive the conversation. And then find out how you can help them and commit to it. Maybe they've got something going on in their personal lives that they need help with. Maybe they're involved in a nonprofit. There are so many different things. Maybe their kid needs a ride to cross-country practice. And you can provide one of these services for them. And then if it's a business transaction or something like that, make an introduction on the spot. Send a text message, make a phone call, send an email. So frequently when we sit down and we meet with people and we know someone that we can connect them to, we say we're going to do it, and then we kind of let that time slip by, and we'll do it this afternoon, we'll do it tomorrow. And next thing you know, those people are reaching out saying, hey, I never got that introduction. I speak from experience. I'm always guilty of that. So I myself try to make sure that if I'm going to make an introduction, I do it right then and there. I know a lot of times we don't want to be on our phones and we don't want to, look like we're distracted. But I guarantee you, if you hop on and you do that introduction while you're sitting there, these people are going to see you as being very proactive. And then think about whether or not they could be the chosen one by asking them the question. And this might be your second power meetup. So your power meetups, I recommend, if you want a brand ambassador, you meet with them no less than once a month. So making sure that before you leave that first power meetup, schedule a second one. Don't say, well, let's check our schedules and we'll get back to it. Guys, we're in real estate. We know how that happens. We know when we're working with clients to say, I'll get back to you. What happens? We put it off. We don't get back to it. So keep those meetings scheduled. And then this could be, if it goes that way, the conversation goes this way in the first meetup, obviously take it, run with it. But I really recommend waiting until your second meetup, if that person has even made it that far, to ask them the question, the chosen one question. If you had a friend or neighbor who was looking to buy or sell, who would you recommend they call? Sometimes it's not going to be you, and that's okay. One of my realtors has a saying, it's great to be the second spouse and the third realtor. So being down the line, especially in this market right now, you may know somebody that you thought was going to be a client and they listed with another agent. Don't write them off. Be patient. The market's tough right now for sellers. They may make the rounds, especially with us going into the fall. This is a tough time to sell in Phoenix too, in a tough market. Don't write people off. Turn from judgment into curiosity. If they have someone, if they've named someone, it could be a family member, it could be a friend of a friend. So ask them the questions. How do you know this person? What do you like about them? And then, of course, go in for the ask. What would it take for me to be your guy, me to be your gal? Ask them, what is it that they are looking for when it comes to referring a realtor? Like I said, a lot of times it could just be because there's a family member or something like that. Now, obviously, if like their wife is a real estate agent, you're probably going to get ruled out as a real estate agent referral partner for them. Most likely they're going to give those referrals to the person immediately right next to them. In cases like that, yes, this would not be a good brand ambassador for you. But if it's extended family, maybe they just feel obligated. Maybe that person really is like, maybe they're a brand new agent without experience, without a business plan. So explain to them your referral receiving process. Explain to them what you do and go into these power meetups knowing what it is that you do when you receive. Obviously, you can't give people money unless they're a licensed real estate agent, but get creative when it comes to how you process, these people once they bring in a referral. And we'll talk a little bit more about some of the techniques that you can implement when somebody gives you a referral and these referrals close, which is the follow-up. So say I have given you a referral. It's a great referral. Follow up with people. If these people have made it through your couple of power meetups, if you feel like there's a strong connection with them, you're in it to win it. They're in it to win it. Create a follow-up process. So let's talk about a few of the things that are really great to follow up with your brand ambassadors. Obviously, number one, meeting them, meeting in person. We got away from that during the pandemic. We got really creative with a lot of other techniques. And for some of us, it's been hard to get back to it. But that's the expectation that people are going to have for you, that you're going to put the time and the effort into them. So beyond just the power meets, a couple of other ways that you can follow up with your brand ambassadors: send them a thank you card. We all love getting thank you cards. Do a little handwritten one. Make sure that you have their address so that you can do these things. We don't get stuff in the mail, so I can't stress this enough how much it means when somebody actually gets something in the mail. Make sure you're connected on social media and that you remain active with them. If you're not on social media, I really recommend that you get on it. And you don't have to be on all the social media platforms. Think about who your ideal client is and target that social media platform. They might be, the older generation, the boomers, they're going to be on Facebook. If you're targeting millennials, they're going to be on Instagram. If you're targeting business professionals, they'll be on LinkedIn. So think about who is your ideal client and get on that. And think about also, who are your ideal brand ambassadors and what social media platform are they on, and engage. Another great idea is ordering a personalized postcard through TouchNote. So TouchNote, you can upload a picture, whatever picture you'd like, maybe one of them, maybe, their kid just graduated from, high school and you want to do, a congratulations. You can upload a picture and address and mail it right out through TouchNote. It costs a couple of dollars to do this, and it's very personal touch, and people are less likely to throw away things that are personal pictures. And then follow up on your deliverables. So if you said that you'll help out with something, go do it. Help out. Put reminders for yourself to actually do these. Don't make empty promises to somebody that you want to give you referrals to. And then follow up with them monthly in your CRM. So I'll talk a little bit more about CRM, but some ideas of what you can do to follow up. You can put them on a drip campaign, but if these people really are going to give you referrals, these are not just former clients. These are people that you're wanting to partner up with to give you referrals. So think about going a little bit outside the box, outside of your drip campaigns, with things like, how is your business? How can I help? Tell them what your perfect client is. Tell them what you're looking for. A lot of times in real estate, we take for granted that we know what the clients are that we're looking for. We know the cues that people give when they're looking to buy or sell. Most consumers don't. So tell them what you're looking for. Obviously, ask them point blank, do you know anyone looking to buy or sell? Stories. People love stories. It can be business stories. It can be personal stories. Whatever's going on in your life, share, 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 share. That's one of the great powers of being a real estate agent, is being an influential member of your community and your social sphere. Sometimes, guys, it feels like in real estate, we're just out there for everyone else's entertainment value, but it works. And then send them something personal, something that's related to something that they're into, that they like. Topics such as sports, colleges, pets, kids, travel, events, art, music, golf, whatever they're into. Make sure that you're taking note of these things. This is personal, right? So treat them personal. You have a relationship with them. And then also treat them like an employee. If you're putting effort and time and marketing dollars into whining and dining these people and sending them stuff, and they're just really not panning out as good brand ambassadors for you. Now, it can take up to a year for people to really sink in with how to give a good referral. So don't just after a month of, taking somebody out to eat, say, well, you're obviously not worth my time, I'm going to fire you. Give them a little bit of time, but also identify if they start pulling back, if they seem disinterested, if it's hard for them to make time to meet with you. Take these signs and identify them, that these might not be your brand ambassadors and that you might need to fire them and stop putting the time and effort. It will take time. Like I said, it can take up to a year for people to really understand the process of giving referrals. But if you touch somebody 6 times these ways, 85% of them will remember you for life. That's very powerful, guys. That in itself is really a reason to get out there and follow up with people that could potentially be your brand ambassadors. And then leverage your CRM. So I don't have any extra slides for this. And I do get questions all the time. Sarah, what's the best CRM out there? The best CRM is the one that you will use. That's it. Most CRMs do the exact same thing. And the majority of real estate agents use their CRMs for about 1/10 of what they can do. So most of these CRMs, there's a lot of features. They can be very advanced. I meet very few real estate agents that actually take the time themselves to sit down and master their CRMs. Most of the time, the ones that have really high functioning CRMs have hired somebody else to come in, an assistant third party to get in there and really develop their CRMs. And that's okay. You don't have to be a CRM expert to input people into your CRM, to categorize them, and to continue to reach out to them. Most of these are very simple steps. I personally use Wise Agent. I love their customer service. They're actually a local company here just over in Fountain Hills, and their CRM is built for real estate agents by real estate agents. They also have great customer service. So just a couple of, things that I like about them. They also have the ability to categorize people. So my favorite thing when I'm entering people into my CRM, I like putting them into categories so that if, I come across like a great golf article and I want to send that out to people in my CRM, I can click on my category, golf. And then I know that these are the people that are interested in golf and I should send them this article. So get in there, set tasks, set reminders for yourself in your CRM. One of my best tips with a CRM is never get in and do something or update a client without setting another task or reminder to follow up with them. So this takes a lot of guesswork out of what do I need to do today? Well, I've got these calls to make. I've got these clients to follow up with. Put those things into your CRM and use it. And then last, but certainly not least, when you've got a brand ambassador, things work out really well. You got a client from them. Celebrate! So celebrate that they are giving you a referral. A lot of times we get a referral and we're like, hey, thanks for the referral. And now I'm working with the client. And you kind of forget, you kind of leave your referral partners in a lurch, in the dark about what's going on. So give them status updates. If I give you a referral and you're working with my client, great, you've confirmed that you're working with my client. Well, what's next? What are you guys doing? What's the status? Is the house listed? Did it sell? I don't know. If you keep your brand ambassadors updated and you make them feel included, you are more likely to get another referral from them. If they don't hear from you, then they'll be like, why did I even give a referral? I don't even know what's happening. So keep them updated and then take them out, really celebrate. I know a lot of times people give like gift cards or something like that. These kind of techniques, they can be a little bit iffy, but taking them out to dinner, an expensive dinner. I mean, you've already worked in meals with them into your marketing budget. So boom, take them out. Do like Ruth's Chris or Ocean Prime, something that is upscale and nice. Have them invite their spouse. You invite your spouse. Make it a real special thing. People remember experiences like that. They remember an experience like that more than they remember who gave them an Amazon gift card. So really do spend the time and the effort. And then, of course, acknowledge them on social media. You're already finding them on social media. You're already following. You're already engaging with them. So make an acknowledgement. Don't just say, I closed on my house. We closed. Congratulations to the sellers and buyers. Congratulate your brand ambassadors, the people who gave you referrals. That's a pretty special thing. Thank you to, John Smith for the referral. We closed on it. I appreciate my relationship with this person so much. Make it a big deal. Everybody likes to feel like they're a big deal. Everybody likes a pat on the back. I've very rarely come across people that are like, yeah, no, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to be acknowledged. We really do. As human beings, we like to be made to feel like we are special. So make sure that you are making them feel special. All right, guys, that's about it. 7 levels of communication. It's a great, like I said, it's a great book. It's a story too. I didn't even go into that. It's actually a narrative story about a guy who had been in the industry for a long time, and his business was kind of flat. It was kind of, plateauing, or worse yet, it was going down. He was at a very big crossroads, and he met a lender, and she introduced him to some of these techniques that Michael Maher writes about, techniques that we just talked about. And the story follows him through a transformation within his business. So if you guys feel right now that your business is a little stagnant, you don't know what direction to take next, you want to see it grow and thrive. Maybe your business is growing and thriving too, but you're like, I'd really like to hone in some of the techniques and build better relationships. Maybe you've already got great relationships. Maybe you just want better relationships. Check it out. Most of you can probably sit down and knock this book out in a day or two. If you have any questions, let me know. It's my favorite. So I was happy to come on and talk with you guys about it today. Couple of quick things before I let you off. We've got classes, back to school time for us and the kiddos. So we've got our first in our CE series. We're going to do one online CE class a month through the fall. So there'll be 4 of them. First one is tomorrow. This is on Zoom. So just like we're sitting here right now together, we can do this again tomorrow from 10 to 1. So if you'd like the link for it, reach out to your business development manager. You can reach out to me, sarah.touchstone@ltaz.com. We will get you the link for that. I'll be on it too. Butch is great. He's a very fun and engaging instructor. His Zoom classes are not boring. And then Friday, speaking of social media, I'll be helping out with a social media mastermind. This is going to be this is an informal class. This is a mastermind. So we're just getting together as real estate professionals. We're doing kind of a roundtable discussion. What is working for you on social media? What is not working for you? And just kind of letting the discussion flow like that. That's going to be this Friday at 9:30 at Panera Bread over in Scottsdale off Scottsdale Road. Reach out if you would like to attend. Then we've got a couple more CEs coming up. We've got disclosure. Is it septic or is it sewer? This is a pretty good one. We've got some rural areas in and around Phoenix. And it is kind of important for real estate agents to know the difference between them. So this is going to be on Zoom as well. This is going to be next Tuesday, the 23rd from 9 until noon. And this will be for 3 hours of disclosure. And then on Monday, I'm going back, Tuesday, then back to Monday. We've got a breakthrough broker class. This is also going to be via Zoom. This platform works really well on Zoom because we can all kind of follow along and go through it. But breakthrough broker is one of the new tools that we offer our agents here at Landmark Title. We have a great design department that does a lot of our marketing for our agents. However, do you ever get to like a Friday night or Saturday morning where you're like, oh no, I needed a flyer for this. I need some information, printed out for this house. I need to go meet with, a client right now, and our office isn't open because it's the weekend. That's where Breakthrough Broker can really come in and be a useful tool for you. So if you want to hop on that, reach out to your business development manager or myself, of course. We'll get you the link for that. And then I'll be up in Prescott next week. Yay! Hi to my Prescott office agents that are on. I will see you on Tuesday. We're going to be going over top of mind events, the fall. This is a great, great time to bring in top of mind events for your clients. Here in the Valley, we did a lot of them through the summer with amazing turnouts. But I'm telling y'all, if you don't invest, if this is not part of your marketing budget to do top of mind events, particularly in the fall holiday season for your clients, you're missing out and other agents are moving in. So come to this 9:30 up in Prescott. And then we're going to do GIFs afterwards. So if you guys want some GIFs, they're a little animated, moving, you know, point, call me. Super fun. We're going to be doing some of those up at our Prescott office. And then just going through, I mentioned we're into our fall series. Tomorrow kicks it off. Then September 22nd, we've got disclosure. October 20th, contract law. And November 17th, fair housing. Few more classes. Like I said, it's fall. We're all in school, right? We've got a few coming up in September. We've got Appraisal 101. This is going to be September 8th. This is for 3 hours of general CE credit. Get these credits in. If you'd like to attend, this one's in person. Let us know. This is being hosted by Patty and Michael. And then one more that is being hosted by Patty and Michael. This is the impact of credit on real estate transactions. This is also for 3 hours of general credit. And this one is in person, Wednesday, September 14th. If you would like information on that, let us know. And that's it for us today, guys. So I know we did have some questions. If you are looking for the videos, reach out to either myself, sarah.touchstone@ltaz.com, and I can get you the link, or your business development managers. They can send you the link directly. And you know what, by next week, I think when we start out, I'll have the link or a QR code for the link on our intro slide. So tune in next week if you don't get it by then, and I'll make sure that you have it. So quick thank you to our business development managers. I talk a lot about them in our presentations because they really can help you with everything that you need. So if you're not already working with them, please reach out. I'll be happy to make an introduction to either Beth, Becky, Melinda, Mary, Patty, Michelle, Michael, Tom, or Renee. They are amazing. They can help you with everything to market your real estate business. And then, of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every Wednesday at 10 a.m. We have 7 offices across the valley to service all of your title and escrow needs, as well as one up in Prescott. We're happy to help you with anything that you need to help your business grow and thrive. And we're here to be your business partners. So thank you for trusting us with your business and your relationships. We'll see you guys next week.